Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Kusoo dhawaada Language College Hargeysa. My name is Macalin Weheliye and today we have another live lesson. Maanta cashar cusub aan dhigan doonaa oo ku saabsan city vocabulary. Okay? Marka before we start the lesson intaan casharka bilaabin adoo maatan maxaa soo qorta magacaaga oo saddexan iyo xagad casharka ka daawanaysid ama magaaladaad ka daawanaysid aad soo qoraysaa oo qaybta comment section ka aad ku soo qori doontaa insha Allah billahi ta'ala. Today's lesson is all about city library. Okay? Marka city library maxaan qaadanaynaa ama city vocabulary. City vocabulary. Okay? So these are words based on city. These are words based on the city as you can see from the title. Title kada u filistina ma casharkeena maanta muxuu ku saabsan yahay city vocabulary. So we're going to start. I'm going to give you a word area in qora ama area in so qora and I want you to find out the meaning in an area macnihiisa aad soo baadin aad soo sheegtiin oo qaybta comment section ka aad ku soo qoraysin. Okay, so this is the first time we're going to do this on this channel. So let's start with our lesson casharkeena bilawno. So let's start with the first one kan koowaad aan ku bilawno inshallah. Number 1, the first one is rush hour. Okay, rush hour. All right, many people have watched the movie feeling called Rush Hour. It's an English movie between Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker. Like in today manta ashar keenum hi, what is the meaning of rush hour? Who tagging here? I heard you have heard this many times. Mar badan maqasheen hadad daawatan feeling called Rush Hour oo matalayo Jackie Chan iyo Chris Tucker. What daawatan is a very old movie. Okay, part 1, part 2, part 3 u qaybsaneed. So today I want you to tell me the meaning of rush hour. معناها وبهنا أي شيء. So trying to find out the meaning and write it down in the comment section. Okay, قيبت the comment section كأتكسو قريسة. Okay, so I'm going to use my phone and find out how many students are online international بشيء. At the same time I'm going you to remember, write your name and where you're watching the lesson from. magacaaga oo saddexan iyo xagad ka daawanaysid casharkan magaaladaad ka daawanaysid ama magaalada joogtid. Okay, so let's start. So I have few people who are already watching. There's some like 42 people who are live or 42 people who are watching the lesson. Okay, so sorry, so I have 42 people who are watching the lesson. We have Noura, we have Amina, we have Asiya. Thank you very much, my dear student. What ma sintihin ardayda ka soo qayb gashay fasalka. Okay, so we have Amina Ali maxay tiri Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker wa soo qortay. Yes, it's a movie called Rush Hour between Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan. They are the co-actors. Okay, co-actors way matalayan. Zamzam Abdurrahman, she's watching from Burco ay ka soo daawanaysa. So what is the meaning of rush hour? Okay, thank you very much ardayda soo qortay. Amina Umar Ali from UK London, she's watching the lesson from London UK. And then we have Asiya. Okay, Asiya who lives in Kenya. Kenya jogta. Okay, thank you very much. Muhammad Yare, I think so, Muhammad Yare, all right, who's I think he's in Hargeysa probably. Muhammad who's watching the lesson from where are you watching the lesson from, Muhammad? Inshallah, Sheikh Zamzam. Okay, thank you very much, Zamzam. Welcome to the class. Zamzam hey rush hour ساعات دقدق. Okay, and Saadiya is watching the lesson from Mogadishu كداونس عشرة. Very nice, thank you. We have Yahya Adam Ali. My rush hour is before 12 p.m. Thank you. You put the word in a sentence. جملة نقولي. So I have one person who have told the meaning of rush hour. Muhammad Abdi Bhutan or Muhammad Bhutan Mombasa. You're watching the lesson from Mombasa. Thank you very much. Adam Asintihin Artada Kosoqib Kashay. Ahmed what Masanta Adene. Thank you very much Artada or Magayo the Iso Shagay. Okay, some few people are garanayo Mehead, Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker. Thank you. Amina, what Masanta Masantai, you know the movie. So, and rush hour, Saadiya, thank you very much for telling me the meaning of rush hour. Rush hour wa xilliga degdega ma saacada degdega. either from work or to work. Okay, marka badankii oo shaqada lagu socdo ama schoolka marka la tagayo subaxdii ala say maybe 7 o'clock, around 7 o'clock ama around 6 o'clock subaxdii marka la tagayo schoolka badankii dadka guriga ka soo baxayaan suuqa ama wadada zaxmay noqonaysa. That is a rush hour. Maxaa dhacay is waqtiga la degdegayo oo meel la tagayo, maxaa laga tagayo ama shaqada la tagayo ama schoolka la tagayo. That is rush hour. duhurkii markay noqotane there's another rush hour. waa marka xilliga la soo noqonayo oo maxay xaafadda lagu soo noqonayo oo qadida la soo doonanayo. That is another rush hour, maybe 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, depending on the country you live in. adi oo u fiirsanaysid magaalada joogtid ama meesha joogtid u fiirsanaysid. So that is number 2. ama xataa maghribka xataa another time oo rush hour noqon karta casirkii ama maghribkii xataa marmar. There's another rush hour. Okay, so thank you very much. ardada soo qortay rush hour. So rush hour, if I look here, sorry, rush hour, the meaning, the time of a day, the time of a day when the roads and vehicles are most full with people going to and from work. Okay, is a time of a day. waqtiga maalintii hada waqti cayiman jirto. Okay, when the roads and vehicles are full, wadada oo maxay dad ka buuxo ama gaariyaal ka buuxo. Okay, full with people going to oo marka maxay meel u socdaan, waxay u socdaan shaqada u socdaan ama iskuulka u socdaan, or from work ama shaqada ka soo noqonayaan ama iskuulka ka soo noqonayaan. That is rush hour. Okay, thank you very much. Rush hour means after work. Is when you're rushing. Rush maxaa degdeg. Rush means degdeg. haddii ereyga u fiiriso rush maxaa degdeg. Okay, that is the meaning of rush hour. Yahya from Mogadishu. Yes, Amina Ali. Rush hour is mostly common after work. waa xilliga shaqada kadib. rush hour badankii waa gome waa marka shaqada kadib, waa marka la ordaayo oo la xaafada lagu ordaayo. Okay, after work ama after lunch ala dhihi kartaa ama after 6 o'clock. badankii dadku isku mid maaha. Yes. Okay, Ahmed Abdi Fattah Hassan, who's watching in the lesson, thank you very much. Okay, so that is number 1. Let's continue to number 2. Number 2 on Sisano. Okay, number 2 is pavement. Number 2 is pavement. Okay, number 2 is pavement. Okay, pavement. So what is the meaning of pavement? maxaa u baahanaa inaad ii sheegtid macnaha pavement. I want you to tell me the meaning of pavement. Okay, write it down in the comment section. Okay, write it down in the comment section. What is the meaning of pavement? Okay, so I want you to tell me. All right, so write down in the pavement. Okay, what is the meaning? Okay, so write down what is the meaning of a pavement. So in a city, magaalada marka joogtid, yeah, when you live in a city, there are words you use. maxaa jirto some words you have to use and they are more common than the other words. Okay, so what is the meaning of a pavement? Okay, along the road where pedestrians walk. Harun, who's watching from Mogadishu, pavement is along the road where the pedestrians walk. Or architect pavement is used for roads. Pavement is where people walk. Okay, Noura, thank you very much. Noura Udo iyo Harun, thank you very much for both of you. admaansantii labadiina waa saxsantiina. A pavement is the side of the road. wadada dhinaciisa dadka meesha ku socdaan la yiraahdaa pavement is a side road. maxaa la yiraahdaa ama sidewalk. Okay, so let me show you the meaning here. A pavement, a path where with a hard surface on the side of the road. waa wadada dhinaciisa. Okay, is a side of the road. dadka qaar maxay dhahaan sidewalk ay dhahaan sidewalk. Okay, so sidewalk. Okay, a sidewalk ay dhahi karaan ama a pavement. Okay, is a part of the road or wadada dhinaciisa that many people use for moving around. It is used for people to move around. Okay, so that is another word. Okay, so if someone asks you where are you, I'm at the sidewalk or I'm at the pavement. Okay, so that is another one. So try to put it in a sentence. خذ هنا جملة جلست. Okay. Try to put it in a sentence. Try to put it in a sentence. Okay. You say safe to walk. Okay. It's a safe place for people to walk. It's like a sidewalk. It's just like a sidewalk. Correct. Amina Ali, you're also right. Sidewalk. That's correct. A pavement is the road. Pavement is not the road. It's a side of the road, or is a part beside the road where people walk. Okay. Okay. Or road, street. That's correct. Another way of saying it. Okay. Next, let's continue to number 3. We're going to number 3. Number 3. If you look here, number 3 is skyscraper. What is a skyscraper? Okay. In Hargeisa or in Somaliland or Somalia, I don't think there is many skyscrapers, Mubuhan, but in other parts of the world there is skyscrapers. Okay, and skyscrapers are found in a city. Skyscrapers are mostly in the city. magaalooyinka laga arkaa meesha dadka laga shaqeeyo ama marka dadka ku nool badankii xagaas aad ku arkaysiin. Okay, so what is the meaning? Ishek. Okay, so write it down. Okay, so let's see. Ardayda qaar waxay soo qoreen pedestrian. Okay, Amina Ali, that is a people, citizens, ama dadka dhigata pedestrian. Okay, all right. I was at pavement when my phone dropped. That's a very good example. I was at the pavement. maxaan taagnaa pavement-ka when my phone dropped. marka telefoonku iga dhacay. That's correct, Hamza. All right. Abdulhakim Taman muxuu yiri assalamu alaykum Abdulhakim Taman magacii my name is Abdulhakim Taman Muhammad. I'm watching from Ethiopia, not in Ethiopia. I'm watching from Ethiopia. magaalada Ethiopia nga daawanayo. Watching spellings were WATCH. Okay, ING waa raaci karta watching. Okay, Hamza Anwar muxuu yiri skyscraper macnaha tall building. Thank you very much. Sulaiman dabaq dheer. Okay, Harun, these are tall buildings like Burj Khalifa. Okay, very nice. That's correct. Skyscrapers, these are tall modern buildings. Well, these are tall buildings. Okay, very tall. Okay, mostly like 500 floors sometimes. Okay, very tall buildings. Such for good example, who was it? Harun Hiri, Burj Arab. Burj Khalifa. That's correct. So a skyscraper is what? A very tall modern buildings. Okay, these new buildings such as Burj Khalifa, very big tall building. Can you name another skyscraper? Okay, can you name, for example, Harun Muhiri Burj Khalifa? That is a very tall building and it has a name. Every skyscraper has a name. Skyscraper kasto muxuu leeyahay magac gaar uu leeyahay. Burj Khalifa muxuu ku yaala Dubai. Okay, sorry, in Emirates. Okay, in Emirat. So that is one. Can you name another ones? magac ku qaar kale ma ii sheegi kartiin oo qeyd comment section ku soo qora. Okay, thank you very much. It's a very tall building. These are tall buildings like Burj Khalifa. Okay, thank you very much. Twin Tower. Okay, Hamza Twin Tower. Okay, Dahab Tower in Mogadishu. Okay, Dahab Tower in Mogadishu. I have not heard about it. But if it's there, good. Mogadishu skyscraper. Very nice. Okay, let's continue. What else? What other tower do you know? There's Twin Tower. Okay, Hamza Burj Khalifa a Twin Tower. Okay, very nice. Okay, so let's continue to number 4. Let's continue with number 4. Number 4. Number 4, slum. Number 4 is slum. Slum. What is the meaning of slum? I need you to tell me the meaning of this word slum. Okay, so what is a slum? All right, write it down in the comment section. Okay, write it down in the comment section. What is a slum? So before we continue with the lesson, I want to tell you, we have new courses such as Turkey, and inshallah Turkey 10 to Turkey 1 Blawuna. So if you want to join or take classes based on Turkey or Turkish language. Remember, we're starting the new classes inshallah billah ta'ala. Okay, I think you have heard what محافلين and مقشين, but if you haven't heard hadad maqlin ama ardada cusub ajro oo horu arkin, so we're starting new classes. We have started last week, so inshallah week hadda la soo dhaafay maxaan soo bilaabnay Turkish inshallah billah ta'ala. If you want to join, make sure you contact us inshallah. maxaan la xiriiraysaa xafiiska with the number. Okay, hadhowna marka cashirka dhameeno number aan idin soo qorayna, numberka aan idin soo qorno aad la xiriiraysaa. Make sure you share the lesson with your friends and family. cashirka la qaybsada asxaabtiina iyo familygina so they can learn from this lesson. Okay, so remember that. Okay, so we have Hamza. Okay, Bile. Okay, and thank you very much. Noura maxay slam the door. Slam. Okay, kala saar slam wa SLAM. Slam oo marka albaabka isku dhufanaysid. Okay, that's when you close the door very hard. wa slam wa SLAM. But this one was slum, SLUM, a place where poor people live. Bila warsame, not bad, that's correct. And then we have Salman Muhiri, Sku Raran. Okay, I don't understand that Somali, sorry. Okay, Hamza Muhiri, a place where poor people are living and is very adjacent houses. Harun, a slum is a place in a city where people with very low income live. Good. Daoud, wa alayhi salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Daoud, kusodwa. Okay, that's correct. So a slum is a place where poor people come together and live. It's a very poor place. It's very crowded. Or dadka oo fuqara ama dadka oo lacagta haysanay ama oo degan ayaa yiraahdaa slum. Sometimes slums is where people do things which are illegal. waxyaabaha oo oo badankii oo laga mamnuucay dadka maartay ama wadanka mamnuucay meelahaas maartay alwaarka. So what is a slum? A slum is an area or meel yar area often illegal badankii dadka lagu ogolay inay ku noolaadaan with no facilities. wax school ama wax oo school ma ku arkaysid ama wax dabaq ma arkaysid. Okay, were very dadka ayagaas they live their own. ayagaas ka imaaday ayaga guriyal ka dhistay, but it's not allowed. Okay, were illegal. were very poor people live. dadka oo masakiinta oo ku nool. Okay, so that's a slum. Thank you very much. Noura, no problem. Nigerian. A slum is a residential area. A slum is a resident area with houses that is poor or poorly serviced. That's correct. Depending on the area where you live, sometimes a slum there might be houses, but those houses are very old and they have no proper services. For example, in London or in other countries, there are slums, but they are better than the slums in Hargeisa or in Africa. Okay, depending in the country. So some countries there are slums where there are houses, but they have poor services. Okay, that is another way of saying it. Thank you very much. Okay, that's number 4. Let's continue with number 5. Number 5 is a street vendor. That is number 5. Okay, number 5. That is a street vendor. What is a street vendor? I'm here a street vendor. Okay, I want you to tell me the meaning of street vendor. Okay, so ghetto. Hamza ghetto. For example, a ghetto. That's correct. A ghetto is a poor place. Okay, ghetto, or sometimes you call a slum. There's the same meaning. Okay, for example, Amina says in India there's a lot of slums in India. Not bad because the population of India is a lot, but I hope they get better. Okay, thank you very much. So that's very nice. So what is the meaning of street vendor? Street vendor. Okay, it's very easy. Okay, it's very easy. What is a street vendor? Write it down in the comment section. All right, so we have Harun Harun from Mogadishu is a businessman that is carried out along the road. Okay, Harun from Mogadishu is a business that is carried out along the road. Okay, all right, thank you very much. Salman suuq laga iibsado. Mohammed a person who sells something in the street. Amina Ali, a street vendor, is a person who offers goods for cheap prices. Actually, for a cheap price. Okay, remember that. So you're right. Let me give you the proper definition. A street vendor is what? A person who sells something on the side of the street, and usually cheap products. Okay, they sell and they give you products which are cheap. Okay, they sell things which are cheap. All right, so remember, a street vendor, this is a businessman or a guy who's at the head, walking at the street or on the side of the road. Okay, so what he does is he sells things which are very cheap. Okay, which are very cheap. Okay, like chips. Okay, sometimes chips or chocolate, that's very cheap, or biscuits. Okay, and it's very common in the country. For example, in Hargeisa, if you are in Hargeisa, there's a lot with them. They sell for shirts 7,000 shillings, very cheap, 7,000 shillings shirt. Okay, or a trouser which is only 5,000 shillings, shankuno shilling or mhead shati, very cheap. Okay, so that is another part. Okay, so that is another one. Cheap stuff, exactly, Amina, that's correct, a cheap stuff. Hamza, street vendor, is someone who sells items laid at the pavement. Very good, wasahsantai. Okay, Hamza Muhiri, a street vendor is someone who sells items alab ama ashya laid at the pavement, and that's very common in Hargeisa. That's a good way of explaining what a street vendor is. Okay, it's even better than my definition. Okay, that's very nice. Okay, remember to share the lesson with your friends and family, so that they can learn this. All right, so let's continue to number 6. Number 6 is suburbs. Okay, number 6 is suburbs. Okay, what is a suburb? I need you to tell me what is a suburb. What is a suburb? Okay, what is a suburb? So write down the meaning of the word suburb. Okay, so yes, cheap stuff. An overcrowded urban street or district inhabited by very poor people, that is a slum. Okay, teacher, you are breaking today. Your connection. I'm very sorry with the connection if it's very poor, Amina. I'm very sorry. All right, so what is a suburb? Suburb Muhiyai, what is a suburb? Okay, so write down the meaning of the word suburbs. All right, so I have some students who are still watching. There are some students who are still watching, so make sure tell me the meaning of suburbs. Okay, someone who sells food, good and merchandises on the street. Merchandise is like same thing. A merchandise is a product. Okay, merchandise is a product. Okay, okay. Suburb is an outsmart of the town. Okay, very nice. That's good definition. Corners of the city or countryside, or even out of the downtown area. Hamza, thank you very much. Zamzam Muhitri Hafad. Okay, Salman Muhiri. Suburb wa hafadaha. Okay, not bad. So suburb is a mixed user or residential area. Okay, now suburb okay ardayda qaar way saxsiin horto for example Hamze a corner of the city a corner of the city adii kartaa marka magaalada ka baxaysid magaalada markaad ka sii baxaysid xaafadaha oo aad ku arkaysid xaafadaha la yiraahdaa suburbs are small areas out when you're leaving the city magaalada markaad ka sii baxaysid aad arkaysaa waa small areas okay waa marka aad magaalada ka baxaysid city-ga ama magaalada markaad ka sii baxaysid aad arkaysaa these are suburbs a suburb is an area where people live which is located on the edge of the city okay on the edge of the city okay that is a suburb is when you're almost leaving the city magaalada markaad ka sii baxaysid meelaha yar maartay qofku markuu magaalada ka sii baxayo ayo maxay waxyaabo dukaamo yar yar aad arkaysaa ama guryaal yar yar ma badno waa saxara oo kale yeah these are suburbs okay very small areas very small there's less population dad yar ku nool badankii dad yar ku nool okay so these are suburbs okay suburb is an area of home outside the city homes or houses outside the city or that's another way of saying suburb okay an outlying district of a city especially in a residential area okay they say bull okay so that's right now try to put a sentence in this give me a name give me one of the names okay there's different every suburb has a name meel kasta suburb kasta magac gaar uu leeyahay give me a name okay I want you to give me a name okay try to give me a name okay okay so as you can see an area where people live which is located on the edge waxa magaalada markaad ka sii baxaysid u dhow ama meelaha kale la yiraahdaa suburbs all right next we're going to continue with number 7 maxay freeway is very easy freeway okay what is freeway okay I want you to write down the meaning of the word freeway okay so remember if you want your friends or your family to learn the lesson about city vocabulary make sure you share the lesson ashaka la qaybso asxaabtaada family so they can also learn the lesson ashaka sidoo bartan u fahmaan okay it's very easy it's most common words used street vendor suburb slum okay skyscraper these are all words that mostly people use badankina waa lagu arkaa when you listen to the news markaad dhegeysanaysid newska okay they're very common they're used haddii laga hadlayo magaalooyinka laga hadlayo they're very commonly used okay so we have highway also freeway same thing okay street vendor a public road in a city or town vendor a person or company offering something or for sale okay freeway ama roadway ama wado that's correct is one way in America okay highway adii karta ama avenue a main road that's correct so each of these words are not bad so there are synonyms maxaa yiraahdaa synonyms la yiraahdaa depending on where you are ad meesha joogtay ku xiran tahay so when you are in America they say highway dhahan okay highway or in Emirat hadda joogtay maxaa highway ama al dhahan there's also other countries which say freeway which means this is a very big road okay maxaa arkaysaa 5 gaari oo oo maxay marayo ama 3 or 4 cars moving at the same speed okay well very dangerous roads dadka badankii maxay ku socdaan 80 km/h ama 90 km/h ay ku socdaan it was very fast the cars are moving very fast gaarooyinkana maxay ahayd xawaare leh ay ku socdaan okay so the freeways or highways these are big roads badankii markaad magaalada ka bixaysid aad arkaysaa magaalada markaad ka sii bixaysid ama aad arkaysaa these are very big roads meant for only high speed driving okay and it's very big the roads are very big if you look at it haddaad u fiirsidin wadada way weyn tahay okay wado waaweyn. Okay, thank you very much. A freeway is a major road with several lanes. Yes, several lanes. maxay leedahay saddex ama afar maxay line oo kala duwan. Okay, mahamal only two, or yeah, not two, it's more than two, three, 1 2 3 4. 4 cars can move along, 4 cars or 5 cars. Okay, well, 5 or 6, sometimes 6, some countries maybe 6, I don't know. Okay, thank you. Let's continue again. We have the meaning. Yes, a freeway is a wide road where vehicles travel fast for long distance. As I said, a wide road waa wado maxay balaaran where vehicles gawaari ama ha noqoto cars ama ha noqoto trucks, whatever car, travel very fast for long distance. haddaad u socotid maxay ahayd safar u bixis oo kale from one city to another city aad ku arkaysaa badan kale, not inside the city, mostly when you're leaving the city and when you finish leaving the city and you're traveling to another city badankii, that's when you see freeways. Let's continue to next one. Next one, number 8. Number 8 is monument. Monument, number 8, and this is the last one I'm gonna do. Sadly, we have time is running out. But okay, number 8 is monuments. Okay, this is very. I don't think it's people know it in Hargeisa or in Somalia or in Mogadishu. But monument is something which is common. When you're outside the country, when you're in America, when you're in Canada, wherever. Even in when you are Italy, Sweden, wherever you go, mostly in European countries or in the northern hemisphere, there is something which is called monuments. Monuments. Okay, so a monument. What is a monument? I need you to tell me the meaning of monument. So we have some students who are saying, Amina, she's saying a main road, especially one connecting major towns or cities. Good. All right, so Harun, thank you very much. All right, so Hashim, a monument is a statue, building, or other structure erected to commemorate a notable person or event. Okay, that's not bad. Example, a statue or a building. Hamza, a statue or any other structure built on a graves. Okay, monument. So not bad for that examples. Those are very correct. They are correct. A monument, if I show you the meaning, let's show you the meaning. A monument is a building or a statue, as you said, is a building or a statue that is built to honor. Okay, a famous person, famous. So there are many statues. Most of the boys, young boys, they know this. There is a statue of Cristiano Ronaldo in Portugal. Okay, and there's also a statue of Ibrahimovic. Okay, Ibrahimovic in Sweden. Muhammad Ali. There's a statue of him in America. Very famous people were very famous people. Cristiano Ronaldo, for example, he has a statue at that Barret, a statue of Cristiano Ronaldo. You find him, it's in the middle of the road. There's also he has a museum, his own museum. Same thing, Muhammad Ali, same thing as the guy, there's another famous guy, his name is Arnold Schwarzenegger. Okay, he has his own statue in the middle of the road. Okay, so these are famous people. Very example, Amina Al-Mahdi, Nelson Mandela. That's correct, Nelson Mandela. Also, Abbas. Yes, I do remember you, my dear student, Abbas. So that's correct. Nelson Mandela. If you go to South Africa, I think so. There's a statue of him. Okay, built just for him, made of copper. Okay, copper. So that is the end of the lesson. If you know any other statue, if you know a statue which is built because of someone famous, write it down in the comment section. Okay, and if you want to join our Turkish classes, make sure you contact us inshallah with the number we are going to give you inshallah number aan siin doono numberkaas aad la xiriiraysaa. So this is our end of our lesson. xagana ku joojinayna. I'll see you next time. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.